Good morning and welcome to the JBDC Virtual Biz Zone this morning for Tuesday, September 12th. My name is Sansia Campbell and I'm the Partnerships and Events Coordinator here at the Jamaica Business Development Corporation. This morning we are starting a new series, or Sales Logistics series, and we have with us this morning a very esteemed gentleman, and he is going to be speaking to us about how a shipping strategy can grow your e-commerce business. As you would know, particularly since COVID, e-commerce has grown significantly as another stream of income for businesses that are online. And so we just want to focus in a little bit on the shipping strategy, so that persons who are shipping to different persons, whether they are in overseas markets or locally, how having a more efficient strategy can help to maximize and grow your business. So our presenter this morning is Mr. Harold Spencer, and he is the inventory officer here at JBDC. And if you recall, last year, Mr. Spencer did an excellent presentation on inventory management, and some of the things that he focused on, were very helpful to some of our entrepreneurs. And so we want to ensure that this morning's session will be equal to or even better than what we had the last time. Want to remind everybody that this morning's session is being recorded. We ask that if you know somebody that wanted to join, but for whatever reason they're unable to join, you can always rewatch this session on our YouTube channel. Kenny, we're focusing on the shipping strategy this morning to grow your e-commerce business. That's what our focus will be this morning. So I'm saying that the session is being recorded, and so if you know somebody that wanted to join but is unable to do so, by Friday of this week you'll be able to access it on our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on our social media pages on Twitter or X, formerly Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, all of them were on there. Also, at the end of the session, we'll be sending you our usual feedback form, just for you to give us some feedback as to how this morning's session is. If you have comments or questions, we ask that you just post them in the chat, and we will try to address them as best as possible. So, without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Spencer, who will take us through the theme, how the right shipping strategy can grow your e-commerce business. So it's over to you, Mr. Spencer.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Pleasure being here with you today. And just as a little caveat, just asking that at the end, if you have any major queries, just please send an email to info@jbdc.net, and I will try my best to answer them thereafter. Now, I'm just going to begin sharing my screen so that we can get through our session for today. All right, so strategic shipping strategies. Why are they important? How can we gauge them? What are the benefits? What are they? Well, as we go through this morning, we'll attempt to see how best we can garner some information in that regard, and we can definitely benefit. Right? So, shipping strategies. What are shipping strategies? Well, shipping strategy refers to a well-defined plan or approach that a business or organization uses to manage and optimize the transportation and the delivery of goods or products to customers or destinations. Sorry, 1 second there.
Turn it on.
Okay. All right, let me see. All right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Right. So as there, shipping strategy a well-defined planned approach. So it's not something ad hoc, but something that is documented, detailed, and the benefits of it are great, especially for persons who are involved in e-commerce. Something that is well thought out, the approach that you take, the mix of approaches as well is also critical. Now, as we mentioned, e-commerce, many of you might know what e-commerce is, some might not. So there we see a basic definition of e-commerce. Now, e-commerce or electronic commerce involves online buying and selling via the internet. It covers activities like online shopping, digital payments, and digital marketplaces. Now, e-commerce, as we recognize and has mentioned by our chairman or MC, sorry, has transformed business operations and consumer shopping habits, offering global reach and convenience. Now, this impact extends to entrepreneurs, persons who are creating products, and also to small businesses, persons who maybe purchase these products from these entrepreneurs. And it provides opportunities with lower costs compared to a physical store setup. Persons can run an e-commerce business from just their phones if they need to. And we see the benefit of that. Now, among the many key components of e-commerce are logistics, customer service, and also user interaction. And all of these play a role in the shipping strategy that is used for a business. Now, in terms of the shipping strategies, now, what are the benefits of the shipping strategies? Well, as you see on your screen, these shipping strategies play a vital role in the growth of the business. It ensures customer satisfaction, which is key. It helps to reduce costs for the customers and for the business, and it helps persons to also optimize their operations in whatever endeavor, whatever field of the e-commerce that they are involved in. And it's all three tied together, especially when you have the right shipping strategy. Now, what are the key benefits that the shipping strategy, the correct shipping strategy has to your business and its growth and success? Well, as you see there, first, customer satisfaction that we mentioned before. Now, prompt and good condition delivery leads to customer satisfaction. And when you think about it, you might have shopped online, purchased something, for example, from Amazon, and the quicker you get it, the more likely you are to go back to Amazon and make another purchase. And the same is true for yourselves if you have an e-commerce business. When you're able to deliver goods quickly and in good condition, customers are satisfied, and this customer satisfaction in turn leads to repeat business for you, repeat purchases, and persons will even recommend you as well. Now, another benefit is that you gain a competitive advantage. Now, in order for you to do this effectively, it's good to offer competitive shipping options to persons, and it will set your business apart from the others in this space. Now, for example, offering free shipping, expedited shipping, same-day delivery, all of these and others strategies attract more customers to your business. And we have seen it again when we think about what is happening in the global space. Why is it that you'll purchase from one side versus another? Some persons might be familiar with AliExpress, or so that's coming from China, as opposed to somewhere in the United States. Why would you make that purchase? Because maybe one is better, the quality of the products as well. All of this plays a role, but the shipping strategy that you use as well helps to garner more customers coming into your business. Another key benefit of the correct shipping strategy is a reduction in cart abandonment. Now, how often have you gone on to maybe do a purchase and you see the shipping cost and you decide to yourself that, okay, I can't be bothered again because the shipping cost is just too high for me? Or when you look on the delivery time that it would take, you say to yourself, well, it doesn't make sense for me to do this anymore. It's going to take too long. I need it right away. When you have the correct shipping strategy, it helps you to avoid these things. And it also increases the conversion rate. So when persons look now and see the options that you're offering to them, they can say, okay, well, yes, I'm definitely going to buy from this person because the cost is not too high. It's something that I can afford. And it again helps to grow your business, improve your profits over time. Now, another benefit of the correct shipping strategy when it comes to your e-commerce business is the global reach that you will have. You're able to expand your customer base internationally. So maybe you're saying, I just want it to be in the United States, and the person's purchased from the United States, but then you see another order coming from Japan or Africa or Australia, wherever it is, and you're wondering, how did I get this order? Because persons would have looked on, maybe even recommended you, and saw what you're offering and said, well, yes, I need to get into this. I need to purchase from this person. And you're able to optimize your shipping costs as well, depending on where the person is. And you're tapping into those new markets that you didn't expect. And again, all of it translates into growth for your business. Another key benefit of the correct shipping strategy is repeat business. And we mentioned that earlier when it came to customer satisfaction. It increases the customer lifetime value. So when you look, you keep seeing the same persons purchasing from you, and that helps your business because you know that maybe every month or every 2 months or 3 months, this person is going to purchase products from you and your business. And when they have a positive shipping experience, it fosters that customer loyalty. So they'll recommend you. You can maybe even get the comments from them. How did you find the shipping, getting your products? And they can give you that feedback. You can maybe post it on your website if you have one, or whatever platform that you're using for your e-commerce business. And these positive comments will draw others as well to your business, and they will again purchase from you, increasing the growth of your business and the profitability. And as mentioned, a seamless shipping process builds long-term customer relationships. As we started out and highlighted, a shipping strategy, it's a strategy, something that is thought out, that is well done, well documented, and you follow this process each time. There is no segue, you're not leaving out any steps in it, you follow that process, and when you keep following that strategy that you have implemented, it builds that customer relationship and increases the business. Another key benefit of a good shipping strategy is increased sales volume. So maybe you started off selling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but once you have the correct shipping strategy, you're able to double that, triple that, and again, it helps your business to grow. Now, in order for you to do so effectively, some of the things that we can offer as a business is maybe free shipping thresholds or promotional discounts, and I'll discuss a little bit more of that when we look on some of these strategies in a little bit more detail. You can also incentivize customers to reach thresholds to increase the volume of sales. So the more they purchase, it's the more that they get. And of course, it increases the business. You'll also have higher average order values. So because of how you implement your shipping strategy and which ones you use, persons begin to order more products from you. You begin to see your orders. Maybe you're getting $50 for an order. Now you're getting $100 for an order. US, it increases it, and as mentioned, it increases the volume of products that is going out as well to your customers. Another key benefit from having a good shipping strategy is streamlined operations. Now, what are we talking about? Well, efficient shipping strategy leads to a good operation for your e-commerce, your online business. Now, in order for you to do this, it's good to integrate shipping software with your order management system. If you think back, if you were present for the inventory management technique presentation last year, it was highlighted that you have to have good order management systems in place for your business to manage your inventory. And coupled with that, when you integrate good shipping software with your business, whichever platform you choose to use, then it helps you to streamline your business, and the business kind of runs for itself. You don't have to be there picking up the device every day. It's just flowing. And some persons have done that, especially in the United States. They have companies that do that for them, streamline their operations for them. And because the processes are automated, it reduces errors and it saves time for you as a business as well. Another key component or benefit from a good shipping strategy is a shipping cart optimization. Now, what that means is that you are able to identify cost-saving opportunities for your clients, your customers, and for you yourself as a business. You're also able to negotiate better shipping rates and improve your profit margins. And how you achieve this is by analyzing the data that you get. When you ship out via a particular route or a particular strategy, you get the data in, you examine it and say, okay, when I ship via air, for example, versus via sea, how did it work out for me? What was the turnover? How long did it take for the customers to get their goods? Which one is better, depending on where the persons live? That even factors in as well. Again, you have to do this. You have to examine your business and see what works for you. But at the end of the day, once you're able to analyze that and gather that data, then you're able to implement these strategies and your business grows. You're also able to grow your business. As mentioned here in the third point, flexibility and scalability is another benefit of a good shipping strategy. Now, you're able to do so by adapting to any fluctuations that you see in your business, in the market as well. So, for example, at certain times of the year, persons will purchase more for a particular product and less of another. You're able to move with your business now and say, okay, I'm responding to these demands based on the business, and I'm not carrying too much of a particular product, but I'm getting out what needs to get out. And again, this accommodates growth in your business because you're able to now say, okay, I'm not just looking on one strategy, but I'm looking on multiple strategies, shipping strategies, and you can, based on the nature of your business, adapt very quickly. Pivot, we are so used to that word now. Since COVID, we're able to pivot in terms of what we're using in our business, and therefore it benefits the business and you're able to grow your business even more. So those are just some of the key benefits that accrue from a good shipping strategy. There are two more here that we're highlighting. We're able to make decisions based on data. So it's not a guess and still now when it comes to what works. Because you have been using a particular strategy, you see that it works, you're able to say, okay, this is what works for me, this is what my customers prefer, and again, you can put that back into your business and grow your business. And it's good to continually enhance your shipping strategy. So once you're seeing that something is working, don't just be settled with it, but examine it. How can I make it better for my customers? Remember, one of the key components of a good shipping strategy is customer satisfaction. So how can I ensure that my customers are satisfied even more than they're already satisfied? You have to keep thinking of that, thinking of solutions and maybe even problems that could arise. But based on the data that you garner from the shipping strategy that you use, then you're able to make those decisions. And in addition to that too, is you gain sustainability and you're able to offer eco-friendly initiatives. Now, around the world, even in our country of Jamaica, we recognize that there are certain materials that are no longer allowed to be used, and persons are trying to reduce waste at all times. Now, in line with the shipping strategy that you are using, you can adopt eco-friendly packaging and shipping practices. So I don't know if for any of you if it has ever happened. I know it has happened to me, purchasing something on Amazon, and it's a very small item, but the box that it comes in is so large, and I wondered to myself, why is all of this waste? It just packed up with fluff, so to speak, newspapers, whatever you call it, those papers, but the item is very small, but the packaging is so large. Of course, that's not eco-friendly, but for your business and the type of products that you offer, then you're able to adapt, and customers who buy products from you, when they see you practicing these eco-friendly options that exist, then it will draw them in and they say, okay, I want to purchase from you again. And of course, that grows your business again. So those are some of the key benefits of a good shipping strategy. Now, what are the shipping strategies? We have been talking about them. We have hinted at some. But what exactly are the effective shipping strategies that you can use? Now, some of these that will be mentioned you might be familiar with. Some of them might be new to you. And one of the things that we encourage persons to do is to examine the different ones that are available and see what works for your business. You may be able to combine some of these for your business and help it to grow even further. So we're just going to go through a few of them that are existing. As I say, you might know of some of them, but it's always good to have a refresher. Now, it was alluded to earlier. One of the key shipping strategies that many persons use is free shipping thresholds. Now, what does this involve? This involves offering free shipping for orders that meet a certain minimum purchase value. So, for example, again, we use Amazon. Many of us are familiar with it. We know that if we purchase items that are over $25 US, we get free shipping. And automatically it helps us. So we say, okay, I'm going to order because I want to get that free shipping in. For your business, you can look on it. What is the threshold that I can offer to my customers so that they can benefit from free shipping? And of course, you'd have to factor in what the costs are associated with doing that for you as a business so that you're not losing at the end of the day. Another key strategy for shipping is offering flat rate shipping. Now, this involves implementing a flat rate and giving them options based on the order weight, the order size, or even the region that the order is going to. And this is key. Depending on where the country that the person lives in, for example, if it's a country that is landlocked, so it's not somewhere near to the coast, for some persons, if they decide to ship by sea, it's going to cost them more than shipping via air. So you have to factor that in as well. But when you're able to offer this flat rate shipping, so that if a person is ordering, no matter what the item is, but once it reaches that minimum weight or size, then you're able to say, this is what the rate is at $10, at $15, at $20, whatever the case is. And again, that strategy can help your business to grow, and it will garner customers coming to you. And again, for some persons and some businesses, they might offer a range as well. So they say up to a certain weight, this is the amount that will be charged, or below a certain weight, that's the amount that will be charged, or the size, or the region, the country. All of this information is available, and it's good to check around as well, because we have shipping companies that do ship out locally. Some ship around Jamaica. We know that we have Jamaica Post as well, and they have a rate sheet. So that's information that you can get from them and see how you can tailor that to your business in particular. As I mentioned, Jamaica Post and the companies that exist offering shipping options, it's good to negotiate shipping rates as well. Now, why is this strategy important? Well, when you're able to negotiate shipping rates with these carriers, you do so based on maybe the shipping volume and also the performance of those carriers. So you go to them and you talk to them and say, okay, I have this business, I'm sending out these products weekly, monthly, daily, whatever the case is. What can you offer me? Because I'm bringing this business to you, and you're getting money as well. So you have that conversation with them. And this helps you again to tailor your business, because you know where your customers are, you know what their demands are based on how they're ordering from you, and then you input that information into your business, and you can speak to your carriers, for them to offer you the best rates that are possible. And as mentioned, it's good to negotiate it regularly. So don't just leave it to chance, because as we know, the dollar fluctuates ever so often. So it's good to go back to them, check in with them, okay, maybe even increasing the volume of orders that are going out with this particular carrier. Say to them, can I get some further discounts, or whatever the case is, good rates for your business, and it helps to grow your business even more. Now, another option, and we mentioned it earlier, is offering multiple shipping options in terms of the strategy that we are using. So for some persons, they will offer standard shipping, express shipping, or even same-day delivery. And when you think about, in our country of Jamaica, if persons decide to order from you, so you're living in Kingston and somebody's in Montego Bay, there are services that you can use. and you offer these options to the person. So the person might not want it right away. You can say, okay, there's a standard order. It might take 2 to 3 days, or they want express, or they want same day delivery, whatever the case is, and you offer your customers that. But again, it goes with negotiating well with the carriers that you know of. And we know there are challenges. We're still growing in this e-commerce business, especially locally. So examine how the shipping strategy or the option that you're offering to your customers, which one you can actually offer to them. Because it doesn't make sense for you to put it up and you're not able to deliver at the end of the day. That wouldn't spell good business sense. So it's key to offer the different options to them so they are aware of it and they can make the choice. Persons love the ability to do that, and when you're able to offer that to them, it helps your business to grow as well. Another shipping strategy that could be used is third-party fulfillment. And what does this involve? It involves partnering with a third party to handle your ordering, the processing of the order, the packing of the order, and the shipping of the order. For some persons who are in the t-shirt business, for argument's sake, and they sell t-shirts, they design them, they customize them, there are websites that actually allow you to just, once you set up that business, all the orders go to them. You just give them your designs and they print it for you, they pack it for you, they process it for you, and at the back end, you get the payment from them. And that is good for you, because when you think about the market space that we're in, you have many persons who are offering this service as well, persons who want to distribute for you as well. All of these things go into the third-party fulfillment. But again, it's wise to examine the track record that they have. So you wouldn't want to just take on someone as a third party in your order fulfillment and they're not delivering. Work with persons who are trusted, persons who have been in the business, they know how to handle it, they know how to respond to any challenges that might arise as well. And again, it helps to build your brand and of course, garner more business for you as an organization. Another shipping strategy that is good to use is product bundling. And this involves encouraging customers to purchase bundled products or value packs. And when they do this, you're able to offer them free or discounted shipping. So for example, if you think about somebody who likes coffee and they love to drink coffee, you can say, okay, you're buying coffee, let me sell you the cup to drink the coffee out of. Something simple as that. And when you do this for them, they say, okay, I'm getting more than I expected. And you again are able to sell more for your business, improve that experience for the customer as well. And of course, it helps your business to grow. Simple things that we can think of, that we can try to help our businesses grow, simple strategies that we can use. Another point in terms of strategy is to offer shipping subsidies. Now, this involves subsidizing the shipping cost to your customers to incentivize them to buy even more and to ease the financial burden of shipping expenses. Now, again, it depends on the type of business and what you can afford, because if you can't afford to subsidize, you simply can't afford to subsidize. That's a fact. But if you can, for argument's sake, and this would involve paying a portion of the cost or for your customers to whichever carrier you're using. But the fact that you're able to do that and offer the discounted rate to them, they're going to come back to you at the end of the day because they had that experience with you compared to somebody else. And they are going to say, okay, you know what, because I was offered this subsidy, I'm going back to this business, I want to purchase more from them. And we recognize that, times are getting harder for some persons. And when you're able to ease any financial burden, it helps them as well. So they have already spent some and we're helping them half the way or part way or whatever the case is. When we do that, again, it helps the business to grow. Another option in terms of our shipping strategy is offering free returns or local drop-offs. Now, when we offer these hassle-free returns, so they purchase the product, they say, well, it's not the product I wanted, or I wanted something else, or didn't meet my expectations. We said, okay, no problem. Can return it for free. You'll pay that cost. You have to examine the business and what you can afford again. But when you offer that option to them, what do you think will happen in their minds? They will say, okay, they were able to offer me this, and it was at no expense to me. You know what? I'm going to go back to them again because they did this for me. And when persons are able to do that, they can even recommend others again. So, buying from this person, if you need to return the product, if you're not satisfied, it's hassle-free returns, and it's fine. Also, if you're able to drop off a designated location for them, so you say to them, okay, you're not satisfied with what you got, here's a location that you can drop off the items to, and you'll pick them up from that location. Or maybe even decide to, send a courier to pick it up from them, whatever the case is. But when you're able to offer such a strategy to them, again, when they decide to make another purchase, they're coming back to you. It's guaranteed. Another key strategy is offering packaging optimization. And we mentioned that earlier in terms of when we're doing a purchase to make it eco-friendly. So we're shipping in a box, so a cardboard box for argument's sake. Now, it would make sense to us to ship a candle, a very small candle, in an extremely large box. No, that doesn't make sense. But we're able to give them that same candle in a box that is appropriate, and they don't have to pay this exorbitant cost. You optimize what you put in that package for them. Now, in our country, the options might not be as we want it. Not everyone offers it. So we have to do some research. Okay, what can I give to my customers and in order for them to benefit from a reduced rate? And what is eco-friendly for them? All of these things, we have to do research. See what is out there, what exists, and then put it into the business, because you want persons to recognize that you're doing what you can to ensure that you're not impacting the environment negatively, and you're not costing them more than they need to pay in terms of shipping out to them. Another shipping strategy, we alluded to it earlier, is offering seasonal shipping promotions. Now, at certain times of the year, persons will purchase more versus other times of the year. So what you need to do is to offer special shipping promotions. So you say, okay, during the month of September, we're offering whatever the case is. And it encourages them to purchase even more, because when you're able to do that and they see you offering and they expect it at certain times of the year, they're going to come back to you. So they know that, okay, Christmas is coming, you're offering them shipping at a particular time. You can say, okay, maybe start your orders from early. Start ordering from November so that you can beat the rush at a particular time. When you offer such a strategy, a shipping strategy to them and an option to them, they can say, okay, yes, this makes sense for me. I'll get my product in time and I don't have to worry about it not reaching me or that being lost or delayed, because you know what? Certain times of the year, there's peak shipping and everyone is doing it at the same time. But when you're able to offer them these special promotions of buying at certain times during the course of the year, again, it helps them to come back to you and say, yes, I want to do business with you in the future. We need to also factor in international shipping considerations. Now, as I'd mentioned, depending on which country you're shipping into, you have to research and offer the best shipping options for that region, considering the customs duty or the taxes that you have to pay. As a quick example, I had a friend of mine who lived in Africa, and he decided that he wanted to, ship some items out here. Now, the size of the item, one would have thought, okay, it's best to just ship it by sea, but guess what? Where in Africa he lived, it's landlocked. So actually flying the item out was the better option for him. And it was cheaper for him based on where he lived. So again, depending on where your customers live, you have to do research. What works for them? What's the cost that is going to accrue to them where they live? And what is the best option in terms of shipping to them where they are? That's another key component that you have to factor in when it comes to shipping strategy. Now, one final component there, which is very, and we can't overemphasize it, is ensuring that in whatever strategy we use, we are communicating clearly with our customers. Now, this involves setting out clear shipping expectations, during the checkout process and communicating it by whichever updates you need to give to your customers. So why is this important again? Now, you may have had the experience of ordering something online and they say, okay, it's going to be delivered within a week. And then when you look, you see another notification come that, oh, we have to extend it to 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And you begin to say to yourself, but why did I even bother in the first place? You have to communicate with your customers. Let them know what to expect. Because if you do not, it will impact your business negatively. So from the get-go, you message them. If you're using a shipping app, you put in whatever information is there so that they are able to see and understand what they're getting. And during the process as well, you communicate to them, okay, it has been shipped off. Even if you're shipping locally, we're talking about, so for example, using Tara Courier, I say, okay, it was delivered at Tara, and Tara said they're going to ship it out at a particular time, and you follow up. Because you want persons to see that you are interested in them as customers, and you're not just taking them for granted. And when you communicate clearly with them, offering them those updates, it will help them to say, yes, this person is somebody I want to do business with again in the future. So ladies and gentlemen, those are just some of the benefits. Those are just some of the strategies that exist. And of course, you can do research as well into others that are out there. But in whatever you are doing, ensure that you are implementing the right shipping strategy. The success of your business and the growth of your business depends on it. And as mentioned, some of the strategies that we talked about, you can combine them. Use different ones, try them out, see what is there. Do the research, but remember, at the end of the day, the success of your business depends on what you're using, and your customer, at the end of the day, is the one who you're focused on. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your time this morning, and I hope it proved beneficial to you in terms of the information that you offered. And as mentioned, if you have questions, feel free to send that email, and we'll get back to you, answer you as quickly as possible. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen.